Hi everyone, my name is Bhavishya. I'm a final year student of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Engineering, and recently I find a keen interest in computer networks. So here I present a series in front of you guys where I'll be teaching as well as studying about computer networks, basic fundamental concepts, as well as the heavy algorithms or the heavy protocols. So let's begin with the most fundamental and well-renowned concept, OSI model. So when we talk about OSI model, we have learned about it in many ways, but let's understand it in a very basic way. So OSI stands for Open System Interconnection Model. Now it was made as in conceptual way, but we have adopted it now very well as in TCP/IP model. So let's understand what originally OSI model was. So OSI model has 7 different type of layers. So let's just understand this OSI model with an example where we'll having an application of Skype where we will send some data of, let's suppose, of some type of video and audio. We'll send from one user end to the other user end. Okay, we will do end-to-end communication with it. So let's suppose one user sends data of audio and video uh, from his server, let's say from his device. Now in OSI model, basically the upper 3 layers, application layer, okay, presentation layer and session layer, these are responsible to generate data. Now as they have generated the data, they will send it to the lower layer, which is our transportation layer. So the transportation layer, what it will do is it will encapsulate its own L4 header with it, and this complete thing, L4 header plus data, is called as segment. Now the segment will get down to the another layer, the bottom layer, which is our network layer. So now in network layer, it will get encapsulated with L3. It will get encapsulated with L3, and this encapsulation of this is known as our packet. Now this packet will go down to the bottom layer, to the data link layer, where it will get encapsulated with both header of the data link layer of the L2 layer and as well as tailor, and this particular is known as our what we say, the packet was of L3. Now at this layer, this is called as frame. Now this frame will go down to the last layer, which is our physical layer, where it will get converted as our in zeros and ones in bit format to uh, get ready to get sent to the user. Now from physical layer, it will go to the another user's physical layer. Now it will get now it will receive the bits, and it will convert it to the frame. Now we will decapsulate it. We will decapsulate the header and tailor. After that, we will send it to the further layer, to L3. We will decapsulate it. We will decapsulate it, and we will get the information we want. Now we will discuss it later, what we will getting decapsulated, what information we have in this, and further by this process, at the end we will receive the data from. So this process is known as end-to-end communication. So this was it for the OSI model, and from this OSI model we transformed it to our TCP/IP model. So in TCP/IP, what exactly we did was, the uppermost 3 layers, we merge it into one layer, which is in TCP/IP is known as application layer. In here in OSI model, we had this transportation layer. It is same in the TCP/IP as well, but the network layer here, what we used to have, we converted it to the internet layer, and the layer we used to have in OSI, the data link layer and the physical layer, we merge it down and we name it as link layer in TCP/IP. The functionality is as same, but we just have interchanged the names. There is a fun fact in computer networking. When a network engineer is talking about, let's suppose he's talking about that I have this fault in my, uh, L2 layer. So he's not talking about the TCP IP. We are using TCP IP as in, a real world model. But when a network engineer is talking about any layer, he's talking about the OSI's layer. Let's suppose he was talking about the layer 2. He was talking about the layer 2 of the OSI model. That was data link layer, not the internet layer of the TCP IP. So this was it for the very first video of the series. In further videos, I'll be explaining new concepts like Ethernet frames, like frames, packets, and many more. So that was it for the very first video. I hope you liked it.